Welcome back, guys, to another Marvel Daily Snap video. I'm GemmachineEsq. Today we're playing Silver Surfer with Sarah. I actually already recorded the video. We had 4 or 5 great games. I'm going to show them to you. There's a few losses in there, but I wanted to show them to you anyway because I think they're great examples of the deck. This is one of the most played decks in the game right now. There's a reason for it. It's really high win rate, really high cube rate, really great in the meta. It's basically this and Zabu. We played a lot of Zabu so far this year. And so I wanted to play a surfer game. It's really good with Mojoworld. I hope you enjoy. Welcome back, everyone, to another Marvel Daily Snap video. I'm GemmachineEsq. As I told you in the intro, we are playing the Sarah Surfer deck. It is listed above. I covered it yesterday in my Sunday playing in Mojoworld video. It is still Sunday, so we are trying to get some games in Mojoworld to show off the deck. Above you see Iceman Domino for our early gameplay, but really this deck is about our 3-drops with getting Brood, Mr. Fantastic, and Storm out early, maybe having a Juggernaut into Mojoworld to prevent them from getting 4 cards. Obviously, Sarah to let us to play more of the 3-drops on turn 6. And that is the general idea of the deck. Now, I recently completed, thanks to the $5 bundle, my pool 3 list. So I now have all pool 3 cards, including Juggernaut, which was my last one. I wanted to talk quickly about card replacements. There are 2 cards that are irreplaceable in this deck, and that is Silver Surfer and Brood. Sarah is on the cusp of being irreplaceable. You could technically probably find a way to build this deck around her, but I wouldn't necessarily. So realistically, running Silver Surfer, Brood, Sarah, unreplaceable. Every other card on here is replaceable. Rogue, you can drop your other favorite 3-drop, Juggernaut and Maximus. Your other favorite 3-drops, I would recommend things like Polaris, things like Swordmaster, very high power, high impact, turn 3-class cards. But besides that, if you are in pool 3, you should have every other card. Silver Surfer, again, Silver Surfer and Brood are pool 3 or technically pool 5 cards at this point. If you don't have them, I'm sorry, you do have to try another deck. If you do have them, but you don't have, let's say, Juggernaut or Maximus, you can build this deck. It may not be quite as good, but I would recommend things like, again, Polaris or Swordmaster to help you out. Or you can run Killmonger and Nova as well for a little extra boost. So those are the type of cards I would replace with. If you don't have all of these cards, if you have any other recommendations or questions, leave them in the comments below. As always, I really appreciate your guys' support. You have been killing it with the likes and subscriptions and comments, so please keep that up. It really does help spread the channel around. It's free for you guys, but it really does help out the channel, so if you just take a second to hit that thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it. Let's get into games. Oh, and as you can see, we are running, one second, let me get it. We are running the untapped tracker up above. You can see the cards there, and it'll show you which cards are in my hand, which cards have been discarded, if any, are destroyed, and also which cards are left in my deck. That's the untapped tracker. Very, very cool website. Very, very cool tracker. I am not sponsored, but I've really been enjoying it. It really is good for the stream, and twitch.tv/GemmachineEsq, and for you guys, so you can see it up above. And let me know if you want it to be bigger or smaller or anything like that. I haven't, fully maximized it. We have Starlight Citadel, so we know no matter where we play, the positions are going to change, but we will just drop Iceman as a little tempo drop here. And, okay, so they drop a Deadpool, so maybe we can get interesting here.
What are the odds?
With Mojoworld being in the middle, I do have a little bit of concern. Because we know Mojoworld's going to either be on the left or right, and we know if they have a Killmonger, maybe they can Killmonger early if Mojoworld happens to be on the left here. And with Baxter Building being here, I think I'm going to tempo drop no, I don't want to drop Cosmo. Unfortunately, I think we do have to drop Maximus. I think it's the only real, because we want to save Brood for either Mojoworld or Baxter, and we don't want to put Cosmo in one of them because that'll stop us from being able to Brood. So we're going to go ahead and play Maximus. He's going to be able to draw cards. Mr. Fantastic is a good draw because we can go ahead and play Mr. Fantastic in middle, and it doesn't really matter where the thing where the location switched to, because Mr. Fantastic will add the 2 power everywhere. So that's a fine draw. We're really looking for draws here. You can see in the top left. Juggernaut would be great. Sarah would be great. Surfer is needed. We need Surfer. If we don't get Surfer and Flappy McJackson, I didn't realize Flappy McJackson's name. If he snaps, we do have to consider leaving. If this is Mojo World on the left, it is not great for us. Because, of course, they can Killmonger it, guaranteeing we can't have 4 cards there. But we're going to go ahead and play...
Enough said.
Where does that land? Okay. Wolverine lands middle. Interesting. So, I kind of want to give them... we don't draw into Surfer or Sarah. But we do draw into... Wolfsbane, which isn't bad. I think I go ahead and play Cosmo to the right. The reason I'm playing Cosmo to the right is I want to stop any destructions, maybe a Killmonger, but really I want to be able to rogue... Oh, that was so good. It's so good because now they have the hood and that doesn't get hit. So the Cosmo there was very, very good. I think, because I don't draw Surfer here, we're going to fill up Mojo World. And I don't think Baxter Building is good for us, so I'm going to... Well, can they actually beat that? Yeah, I don't think Baxter Building is good for us, so I'm actually going to get rid of Baxter Building. And really hope that I can win the right and left here. Now, it's not a lot, right? It's only winning by 1, but I thought they'd play for Baxter Building to get the power elsewhere. And Shang-Chi, and wow, that's not even going to be close to enough. And we're going to walk away with the victory there.
Victory.
Absolutely. So the Cosmo was absolutely massive. We obviously win by 110 power. We actually almost won the flooding, which is crazy. I never thought we'd come close. But the strength of this deck here is the 3 most powerful cards we probably have are Juggernaut, Sarah, and Surfer. Into Mojo World specifically. And we didn't draw any of them. Those are the last 3 cards in the deck. You can see that up there. And we still walked away with the play because we were able to Cosmo their Deadpool lane, which is absolutely huge. They weren't able to keep up tempo in the other ones. They thought they were playing for Baxter Building to give them 3 in every other location, which is why they thought they were fine in the Stormlight Citadel, and we got rid of it, so they couldn't do that. Overall, that is a good victory. We had another path to victory. If we had played Wolfsbane there, we also would have won Baxter Building, but that's tough to say. With his deck, I thought there may be a Null coming or a Death coming, something like that, and it never came. So their final play was pretty low, was pretty weak, and we're pretty happy about that. Okay, we have Monster Metropolis to the left, which generally is not great for us. We don't have a ton of super high power cards. Generally, Maximus or Wolfsbane at 10 is about as high as we get. And Weir Island's kind of interesting, though. We can drop Domino in there. Start buffing up Domino. They have Daredevil, so our Domino will be higher. And then I'm going to go ahead and storm this location. I actually don't think it's very good for us. I'm okay with more islands.
Wind, aid my hand.
They have a... Well, Green Goblin doesn't hurt me because of Silver Surfer. Plus, it actually gives me the massive lead here. You know, and I'm actually okay tempo dropping Maximus here just to guarantee the flooding location. Ideally, I would have had Juggernaut, but again, we didn't draw him. So I'm okay playing that. If there isn't Black Widow, that doesn't bother. Wowzers. Okay, so he's really just trying to give me as much empowered Mojo World as he can. Ooh, I have to think about this, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is play that. We play the Widow's Bite to Monster Metropolis, which is fine, just so we can get a draw. But probably what we're looking at doing here is he can't win here, and we know he has to put 3 things in Mojoworld. I'm not sure... He has to put 4 things in Mojoworld, so I'm not sure he'll be able to do that either. So if he has a Professor X here, it probably goes left. And he will win it. Oh, it's a Doc Ock, which is fine for me. Because I don't know that he'll be able to win. He needs to put 4 power right into Mojo, or he needs to put 4 cards right. So we'll find out if he can do that. Maybe he can. Maybe he can't. If he snaps, we retreat. But he can't. He needs to put 8 power there to tie, 9 power to win. But he needs to put 9 power with 3 cards. If it's not 3 cards, he just loses Mojoworld. And I'm winning the tiebreaker here, so he can't time it. He has to put 10 power. Let's see what Doug does, or Doog, D-Doug, D-Dog. I don't know. I don't want to snap here because I don't know what he has. He could very easily beat 11. But it doesn't look like it right now. And he just retreats because he can't win. Very cool. One thing you guys might notice about the video is we don't have the cube tracker. I thought this was more important up here, the card tracker. I kind of liked it a little bit more for the videos. Let me know if you'd like to see the amount of cubes we've gained. As of right now, we've played 2 games. We're going to keep those 2 games for the video, so you haven't missed any games yet. So you don't have to worry about that now. Hopefully this is a 3rd game against Jason. I kind of like Jason's name.
Always lucky.
So this is kind of interesting because we kind of want our cards for Muir Island and for Mojoworld. I think what I'll do is I'll play Cosmo in Muir Island to block anything maybe. Oh, that was really good. So I block his wave. I can then play... I'm going to snap off that. Actually, I'm going to play Maximus in Muir Island again. I'm not worried about Mojoworld because I can just Sarah it. Brood it. Last turn. He plays Electro. So it's definitely a Galactus deck. But he has to play Galactus here, right? So I don't know if that's ever going to be good enough. Yeah, it is Galactus. Which is fine. Let's see, what could he have? I'm trying to think of what cards he could have that would... Juggernaut would be hilarious. But I think that is just the play. He might be able to win if he has, like, Death Null. It looks like he does. Wouldn't it be funny? He might win this. Yeah. No. Yeah. So he wins. What would have been great, and maybe I should have done this, is not played Sarah mid and played Rogue. And what that would have done is it would have copied his Null, but... you can't count on people having Null. It's a pull 5 card. Most people don't have it, but most people playing Galactus do. But that's okay. We'll take that loss. It's a 4 cube loss. It's not that big of a deal. He didn't snap. He probably could have. I'll go ahead and play Iceman here. Oh, that's brutal. We don't know what's added to the deck. Look at that. That's kind of cool in the counter above. We have an Omega Red. Kind of interesting. We'll go ahead and play another Iceman, though. Draw 1 cost card from our deck. Ooh, we actually have some, which is kind of interesting. I'm going to go ahead and storm the cloning vats, though, so he can't make copies like I have, so it's not quite as annoying. Ronin could be interesting. Do we have any way of...
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay. He plays Cosmo there. So I think... Yeah, we're going to snap. The introduction of leader means I can snap here. So we're playing Maximus into Cosmo, so they're not going to draw more cards. This is almost guaranteed to win. They have to put 10 power there. Oh, they have Maximus too. Not quite as powerful. If they have Surfer, they can win. Oh, how many cards do they have in their hand? 6. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and play Ronin. If they have Killmonger or Surfer, I'm in trouble. But my leader will copy it, so it's fine. Oh, Blue Marva's cool. Okay, so I need a way to... Oh, I think I still win, though. That would be a cool little thing, but I think that's just a better play. I think it's a better play because I copy whatever they play here. And so I'm winning mid. He snaps. I do think I win here. He has to play 4 cards right to win because he has to get the blue marble bonus. And I'm winning by enough. Okay, so we smack those over. Perfect. Oh, that's actually kind of bad, though. So, Human Torch, does that cause him to win? No, it does not. Woo! Close game. Very close game. Ronin coming through. That's the first game I've ever won with Ronin, and it was an 8-cube game. Thank you, Kevtome. Oh, God, that was a really good game. Actually gets us to high 82, not bad. Our goal is to get into Galactic this week. So that is the play. We'll play one more game for you guys. Tell me again what you like. Do you like this new setup? Do you like the way we have all the layouts going on? It's all a little bit new, but I'm enjoying it. Tell me if you like the tracker or if you want anything else. And tell me what you think of this deck in Mojoworld and what deck you're running in Mojoworld. And in the Rickety Bridge, because, of course, the Rickety Bridge would be here. Why wouldn't it be? We have Storm for the Rickety Bridge, maybe. We'll go ahead and play Domino in the Danger Room. She's super lucky, so, you know, no worries there. I don't know which one's real. I doubt it's this one. It's kind of tough to play. Like, Brood is pretty good into the Danger Room as well. I think I am actually just going to play Maximus out until Mojoworld here. Okay, she storms it. So I think that's the real one now, is the question. I think I'm going to Brood here for a win, hopefully. And I think final turn we're looking at something like Surfer Juggernaut, right? So we're going to want to put another card into Mojoworld this turn, and it can't be Cosmo. Misty Knight and Patriot. So I can... So I'm actually going to play, because I have initiative, I think he's going to play Mystique here. And so I'm going to place my Cosmo to block the Mystique. Yep. So the Mystique now won't copy anything, which will allow me to win right. Unfortunately, this was kind of a bad card for us. I could have stolen it with Rogue, too. Maybe I should have thought about that. I think I do just play that, though. Yep. I like this play. They could still... I think it's tough for them to win here. Do I snap this? It's a little late to snap. I don't think the cube equity is worth it. I think if I snap here, they probably just retreat. So, we're just going to... He also might have Surfer himself, and if he has Surfer, that goes up by 3. So we'll see. They play Debris, which does get them to 4 cards. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, and he does have Surfer, so that's going to increase that by 3. Let us see if I can get the win here. I think I do. Oh, we tie. Oh, but they take the win because that is the real Mysterio, which is crazy. They put the real Mysterio in the Rickety Bridge location, but good on them. That was a really good play. They had faith I wouldn't play to Rickety Bridge. They kept the real Mysterio there. That was a very, very good win for them. We did have some nice plays by canceling out their Mystique. We just didn't have enough. I think the better play in retrospect was not playing Cosmo, but was in fact waiting and playing Rogue. This turn, we could have stolen the Mystique. That would have buffed up our mid by 2, 4, 6, 8. We would have easily won the flooded location. We would have easily won Mojo World. So that was the better play. We misplayed, but that's alright. We learn, we get better. We're still up on cubes for the day, and we're going to end the video there. So if you like this deck, I hope it showed you how to play into Mojo World. Very easily getting 4 cards in here. You don't always have to play Brood to get in there, and there's a lot of counterplay with this deck, which is why it makes it very strong. So if you like this deck, if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. As always, we're doing daily snap videos, so I will see you tomorrow. As always, GemmachineEsq, keep snapping.